Hey my Hallokweens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley for any of those that are new, and if you're not new, welcome back. Welcome to another Vlogoween day. Today is day number 12, and I am going to show you guys 3 easy FX cuts that you guys can do this Halloween. Number 3 will be the easiest if you want to stick around for that one, because that one will probably be what most people will opt to do for Halloween. So I just want to show you guys what I do whenever I do my cuts, and hopefully they turn out good. I don't know, I've never done a video like this, so I'm really excited. So the first cut that I'm going to do today is using liquid latex. I have some liquid latex by Miron, and then also what I'm going to use, because I can't find my cotton balls, I'm going to use these little cotton pads and tear them up for my cut. Now cotton is very easy to kind of mold and shape whenever you're using it with liquid latex, and liquid latex is used so often, it's so easy, it's also inexpensive, and so is, you know, cotton pads and stuff like that. You can get them at like the Dollar General, Walmart's not expensive. I think for a whole bundle of these was like almost maybe $3. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how I do that real quick. Okay, so the Miron comes with a little brush applicator. And if you don't have a brush applicator, you could always use a sponge. So what you do is you start with a little outline of where you're going to put your cut at. So I'm just going to do that. It actually might be easier with the disposable sponge, but then what you're going to do is you're going to take a cotton pad, you're going to start spreading that thing. I was going to cuss, but I'm trying not to cuss. Then you're just going to take it and you're going to put that there on the cut. And then you're going to go over it with some more liquid latex, so you can kind of build like this little wall. So then I'm going to start on my other side. You're going to shred some more cotton. I will warn you though that whenever liquid latex dries, it usually dries like yellowish, so it's kind of weird. I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to use that to blend out like the edges. Nope. Using liquid latex is one of the easiest things because it can get look really messy and the edges can look really cool. But at the same time, sometimes it could look too messy, and that's usually when you make the really gross looking cuts with it. I'm just tearing through this cut, and I'm just kind of making it look more torn, if that makes any sense at all. Let me move my mirror. I haven't figured this whole camera thing out, but I'm working on it. So I'm just lifting up those edges. I'm just going to keep doing that to both sides to kind of lift it up and make it look kind of cool. I think I need to blend like the outsides of it better. Once again, you guys, I'm so nervous. This is the first time I'm doing a video like this, so of course with practice I will get better. as you can see, as I'm like moving my spatula, you can see where the edges are kind of like flapping. So that's what you want whenever you do a cut. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna get started with the next cut. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to dry, we're gonna take some Ben Nye nose and scar wax, and this is what it looks like. And this will last me forever because I don't use it a lot. I've tried it a few times, but it can get quite complicated to use. So what you want to do first is you want to take some Vaseline and you want to stick that on your fingers, because this stuff can stick to your fingers, believe me. One time I had it all over my hands when I first started using it. Then you're going to take your spatula and you're going to take a little section of it and you're going to mold it into a rectangle. Okay, so I made a rectangle, but before you put that on, you want to take some cleaner and you want to clean a section of your face off. Because it does not like to stick to makeup. Don't judge me. My skin has been super irritated lately. So yeah, my face is red. What? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick that little sucker on your forehead. Like this. You're gonna take some more Vaseline. You're gonna rub it all over that sucker so it does not stick to you, because God, that shit sucks. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start blending it into your skin. And of course, the red parts of my face I could always fix with some foundation later on, because I know I probably look weird as hell right now. But you want to try to get this blended in with your skin as good as you can. I'm not a professional at this, so I'm still learning. And then once you feel like you have it blended good enough, which I think I do, you're going to take your spatula, or actually you're going to take the sharp side of your spatula, and you're going to start making a cut. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that spatula, you're going to try to open it up a little bit. Wow, I'm doing so bad with this camera angle. God, I promise I'll get better in the future. I promise. It's my first time doing a video like this, so I'm like super terrified. Yeah, you just slowly open that cut up. Super tiny cut, but the one thing you will learn is that with this scar wax, you want to do tiny cuts if you're not using like Prozade or anything to hold it onto your skin, because it does get heavy. So it's great for small cuts if you just want to stick it on and, you know, do something like this. But for bigger cuts, you want to take Prozade and you want to like lay down a little bit of a layer of it before you stick the wax on it. Okay, I think that's an alright cut. Whew. Okay, I think the liquid latex has dried up enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some translucent setting powder and a brush and set it real quick so it's not, if anything is sticky. Setting powder will become your best friend. And then because I don't have like any like alcohol painted like FX paint or anything. I've been doing it all with like my own makeup. I'm gonna take some foundation. I'm just gonna blend that in with my foundation some. It really is harder to blend the colors of liquid latex, just letting you know now. And also, since I don't have any paints, I actually take my makeup palettes and that's what I use to actually shade everything with. So don't judge me. But FX paint can get a little expensive. So I'm going to take my Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette and I'm going to take this raspberry color and I'm just going to stick it on the inside just to kind of like where you see where the cut is. Get it all up in that sucker like this, see? And then next, one of the best things that you're ever going to use is Ben Nye's Fresh Scab. This stuff is awesome. It's like chunky blood. I hope I don't get like in trouble for saying that, but you're gonna take some of that sucker and you're gonna start filling in the cuts. You're gonna stick it in all the creases. So it gives it like that 3D effect, like you've been cut open. And you can be as generous or subtle with it that you want. So that's what I do for that. And before I kind of discolor like the rest of it with the scab blood, I'm actually going to take a brush. I'm going to get a little bit of that raspberry color that I used. I'm just going to dabble around it, just to give it that kind of like bruise color. I kind of got a little bit of scab blood on my brush, but that's okay. So that way it looks like it's been irritated, like irritated skin. That's the great thing about liquid latex, is most of the time you want to do irritated skin with it, so that way it looks more realistic. Because not only is it the most discolored option whenever you use it, but it's harder to paint and get it to look like actual skin. So then after that, you're going to take a little bit of Tasty, which is like a brown color. We're going to use that too. And then after that, you would take a stippling sponge. I don't have one on me because I forgot to grab one. So I'm just going to take the disposable sponge and I'm just going to dab around. Like so. I think I dabbed like a little bit too much right here, but I mean, y'all get the point, right? And then if you want to, if you have any like spraying blood or stage blood, which I have this stage blood by Miron. So good. Like the consistency of like maple syrup. You could always use that and like have a little bit out, like pouring out. So it kind of like drips down. So what do you guys think? That is the liquid latex one. Sorry I suck at explaining this to you guys. Actually, let me get that before I end up. Oh, thank God I didn't get on my shirt. Oh, that would have sucked. Okay, and then for the scar wax, I'm going to take that raspberry again. I'm going to put that up in my cut. Yeah, I was making sure the blood wasn't dripping on my shirt or anything. And once again, you're gonna do like, the bruising and stuff around it. Now, if I had paint to actually color this and bruise it, it would be looking phenomenal because it's actually really easy to use paint on. So you have a super irritated cut. You actually don't need it this irritated for it. It's not very likely that whenever you actually get cut that it's gonna be that irritated. But some people might. I mean, you saw my skin after I wiped off my makeup, so. Then what you're gonna do, once again, you're gonna take some scab blood and you're gonna fill it up. Like that. And also with tiny cuts, it's a little bit harder to like actually get it in there. Then you're just gonna stipple it around there just like a little bit. Because this one is obviously a tinier cut, so you don't have to do it like super crazy. Yeah, I think this one definitely blended way better than the liquid latex. But once again, it's a lot of work. It's just too much work for me. I think that one turned out really cool. That one take just a little bit of stage blood because you could always use any kind of like liquid blood to kind of like stage it up a little bit, make it look a little crazy. Be a little extra like me. And it kind of like slowly drips down. That's the cool part about stage blood. Also, they have two choices if you want the light stage blood, which is what I'm using, or if you want darker stage blood. So either one of those works out totally fine. There you have that. This one's like slowly dripping away. Okay, and then the last option is these FX transfers that you can get at Party City. These have a lot cleaner edges that you could use rather than the cheaper ones where they're really like thicker edges and take a lot more work to blend in. These are like nice and thin. So I'm gonna go ahead take this out of the packaging. Okay, to use this, you also have to clean a section of your face off. So I'm gonna do it right here. There, that works. Now what it says to do is clean up the makeup and blood using warm water or cleanser. Next, very gently rub or pull up any edge of the FX transfer and roll it onto itself, forming a big sticky ball. What? Oh! You gotta take it, the clear part, turn it around onto this, stick it down really nice and good. So what you want to do is you cut around it. They did not say that in the instructions. No. So you're gonna peel off the plastic after you cut it. You're gonna stick it on your face. I think I took enough makeup off. Then you're gonna use a wet cotton pad. And you're just gonna hold it there for 30 seconds. Hopefully this works. My other cuts are looking great, by the way. Oh my. I was actually really worried about this one because like I didn't blend it good enough in some places. And then I did a little too much stippling. But I mean, it still turned out cool for like me doing this for my first video like this. I mean, not too bad. I'm actually like pretty proud of how I did with the scar wax too, so. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'll go ahead and take some setting powder on that. I need to fix my makeup because Lord, you are a mess, Ashley. Holy Christ. I look like a hot mess right now. Okay, the FX transfers are not that bad. I'm just gonna take a brush with a little bit of Vaseline jelly on it because I did the translucent setting powder and I just want to get this a little more gooey again on the middle part. So that, or you can honestly use lube as well. A lot of FX artists use lube. I don't have lube, so I'm going to be using Vaseline to kind of give it that wetness again. Not too bad, not too bad. So using that's definitely a lot easier than trying to get this on me. Actually, like anything that's like transfers where you can just transfer on your skin is such a better option for you than using anything else. Then of course, if you want to add a little bit of extra pizzazz, you can put some more stage stuff on it. Make it a little juicy. Unless if you just want to do some more of the scalp blood as well. But there's so many different kind of bloods, especially like Maron. Maron has all sorts of different options like that you can choose from. Alright you guys, well that is some beginning FX makeup cuts done by a mediocre FX artist. I'm still learning, but hopefully I can do more FX on this channel and you guys can enjoy it more. Definitely love the way that the scar wax one turned, like the blending turned out really good. This one turned out really cool with how white it was. Definitely could have used work on the blending, not gonna lie. But I was really nervous, so. But in due time with practice, I will get better at doing like the camera. Also, I have an extra camera that I'm going to start learning how to film with and stuff. It's just dead at the moment because I was transferring more pictures from me and Joey's Alabama trip. So that's why that's dead. Otherwise, I would be practicing with that right now. And also, I need to get a microphone for it. So that's on my do list. So. But I hope you guys like my little cuts. I know this is different and everything. So if you like FX makeup, this would be a great option for you to watch. Also, these are really great if you're on the go for Halloween, but you still want to look like you did the FX makeup in a way. So definitely a lot better than these things. Just don't do these, no. Just don't. But yeah, Scar wax, a little tricky to use, but can definitely do some good. Whenever you use like a latex, it's super inexpensive and super easy to use, and all you need is like cotton with it. And other than that, you just need some really good blood, especially Fresh Scab from Ben Nye's. Like, that stuff is amazing. I love it. You definitely want to like spend your money on that if you want to do like more FX makeup. I hope you guys really like this. I was so nervous. If it didn't turn out that great, give me another chance. I will try to do more videos like this where I get more practice doing it in front of camera, so I'm not so nervous. But if you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let me know which one that you thought looked the best, and if you enjoyed this video, also let me know what else you want to see in upcoming videos. And then if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because there'll be another video here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, I'm a little cut up at this moment, you guys, so I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!